Hello, beautiful beings. Love and laughter. Tanya Rainbow Horse here. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. This video is for, well, anybody who suffers from anxiety. That's just really what it's about. I'm going to talk about anxiety. Something I'm pretty familiar with. And I find that certain situations bring it up. Like new situations, uncertainty, when I'm moving through energy and liberating it, and things are rearranging, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Sometimes you'll feel anxiety in your body as things are releasing and moving around. Unknown situations. There's all sorts of things that can cause anxiety, but really when it boils down to it, anxiety is the lack of trust and putting energy and focus in on an outcome that you don't want. Thinking that something that you don't want is going to happen. And so ways we can liberate ourselves out of that is, one, when you're in an unknown situation, you gotta talk yourself into trusting the process and knowing that whatever you're going through is for you, happening for you. You're gonna land where you need to go. Great Spirit has got your back. You gotta teach yourself to trust over and over and over again. That's a big factor. And also, you can reframe the energy. If it's a certain scenario that you're playing out through, like if you gotta go speak in front of people, like public speaking, or you have an event to take a hold of and be a part of, or if you've got something big that's going on, like an event or something similar to that, and you're nervous about that, instead of allowing the anxiety energy to rotate around and build and gain momentum, take a hold of that energy and put the energy into the outcome that you want. So say, oh, I'm scared to get on stage because I think I'm gonna fall on my face. Well, instead of that outcome, see yourself getting on stage, waving to everybody. You're slow, easygoing, tuned into Great Spirit, you're channeling, and you feel glowing and beautiful. Like you feel like you're a goddess on there, and your inner light is shining, and people are just in awe with your energy and excited to hear what you have to say. See the difference between feeling like you're gonna fall flat on your face versus being a goddess and expanded energy and being confident? So that can make all the difference to change that energy. But the trust part is training yourself, because I've been experiencing a lot of the anxiety, especially walking through fear. You have fear of trying something new. It's like all this new stuff. Your body's like, whoa, this is new. What am I gonna do? I can't predict this, And so you gotta tell your body, hey, I know you're doing a really good job here, but this is what I want and I trust it. And train yourself over and over again to be in the habit of, seeing that it's there, but not letting it rule you. And continually letting life wash all over you and be trusting in it. Even when the scary things happen, even when the hard things happen, even when fear or anxiety pops up, knowing that fear or anxiety is helping you and showing you something. It's so easy to get stuck in that stuff. It's so easy to get stuck on the emotions of it. But when we can get out of the emotional part of it and kind of look at it from a little bit higher perspective, we're able to move through it easier. And it's just that, having that awareness to shift yourself up over here. You're like, oh yeah, my body's experiencing this, but it's just part of the process. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's just part of what it does. And so I get to hold space for the duality of knowing this is the right step and feeling that energy in my body. I found that I get this anxiety, or I've experienced that too, when I'm letting go of an attachment to something. So what that tells me is if I'm having anxiety about letting go of the attachment to something, then that's probably been there for a hot minute. And so of course it's gonna need some space to resolve. And that might mean feeling anxious in your body while it's processing and moving through. Because all anxiety is, extra energy focused in a way that isn't uplifting us. Energy focused in a direction that isn't where we have put that energy consciously. For a long time, I would let anxiety stop me from moving forward. And that's probably where a lot of my stuck energy would go. I've had all this anxiety for whatever reason and I didn't do anything with it. It sits in your body, and if you don't find a way to get it out, if you don't move your body or, do a mental purge or some way, somehow purge the energy out of your system, then it hangs out in your body, does what it can to move it along. And before you know it, you're like, whoa, what's going on here? I feel like I'm kind of stagnant. Yeah, because anxiety is a lot of energy. And so when you find a way to release it, then you allow it to move on. So, I think that's really all I wanted to say on it. This is a short and sweet one, but I will end with my call to action. I'm offering for $97 a 45-minute Get Unstuck session. So if you've got one thing in your life that is driving you nuts, you feel like you're reliving over and over again, and you just would like some movement in that area, let's do this. Let's do this session. We can do it on phone, video chat, or messenger. We can pick at it and pull it apart, unravel it, have a good laugh, hold space to listen to what you got to say about it, and we can move you through it getting unstuck. This is the time of spring and moving forward. And so getting any stuck energy out of the way is going to help propel you forward into, this new beginning with great vigor and extra energy and, being free to move and create what you wish. Getting unstuck is just a natural energetic signature that I have. I've witnessed the pattern of it over the years of just connecting with, especially the last couple years as I've continued to hone in on my spiritual gifts, being around people, connecting with them and talking to them. It's just naturally my energy helps people get unstuck. So you could take advantage of that, and we can have fun unraveling this ball of yarn that has got you clogged. And then, it'll release. You'll probably have some kind of energetic purge, and then you're going to have renewed energy to create something new. It'll be exciting and fun for you, and you can actually do something that you actually wanted to do instead of just sitting there with this old stuck energy. I've experienced being stuck in energy, and it feels a little insane to me. And so I'm always finding ways to keep cleansing and keep things moving, because I don't like feeling stuck and stagnant. It's not beneficial to my creative expression and being vulnerable and sharing myself with the world. So, if you got any questions or comments, I love it if you put them down below. If you have questions or comments about, having the session, go ahead and ask me about that too. It's a laid back, no big deal situation to help you move forward. And it doesn't have to be anything scary or big. I'll be there to hold space for you, no matter if you gotta cry or if you gotta scream or laugh, whatever it is. So let's get you moving. Anyways, I'll put the links down below to pay, and then reach out to me and we can schedule a time to work on that. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. Until the next video, love and laughter.